Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
No, check. He's Mike. Come on, the ball. Check four.
On first down, Arnold. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Double time. Alert. 3 down.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's by 4.
To throw on 3rd down, Larson. Got his man, that's Harry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check three.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Arnold. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Exit.
Hey, seam 6. Lead grip.
Looking to throw. Larson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hey, echo.
Mike's 54.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Larson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
On the double.
53. Check 53. All right, T. Let's go. All right, T. Deuce.
Fire.
On first down, Arnold. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 61, matchbox lights.
Shoot.
Yep.
Motion.
Hey, high 7.
Check.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Yes.
Motion. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Cut.
From the gun, Larson. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 45-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Here we go.
Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
3rd and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Smooth.
52. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Denny going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Rip left. Big ass.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On first down, Poole. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch that.
Snap.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Set. 8, read.
54. Wild Bill. Back. Check 26.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go. Let's grip.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
Go now.
these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
54 is Mike. Check.
Chopper.
I got. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the run.
5.
Back to throw. Larson. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
54. Watch the pass.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike 54.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Poole, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Denny. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
Hey. Go.
No, check, he's Mike. Focus, defense, focus. 95's Mike, watch 95.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
55, Mike, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 55, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the screen,
They'll run here with Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Denny. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Larson gets this one to Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the gun on 3rd down, Larson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I got you.
Throwing again. Denny on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go now. 60 or. 55.
Operating from the gun. Denny. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Throwing on 1st down. Denny. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the second.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch
6-6. Pull it high.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Larson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the flag,
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. On the ball.
Back to throw. Larson. It's Hill. Complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Check hot route.
Protein spill. Hey, Echo. Ready.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Kirk, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 22 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Fair. Yo, now.
From the gun, Denny. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, high 7.
On 3rd and 2, Denny. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go.
Smooth.
55 is my guy, 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 1st down, Denny. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Denny toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Charlie.
I got him. 53. Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Now.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 53.
Ready.
2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. Arnold, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
95 Mike. Watch 95. It's a party now.
Operating from the gun. Larson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On first down, it's Arnold. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
5.
95 Mike, watch 95.
You must be dreaming.
95 is a Sam. No, check, he's Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
5.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on 2nd down. Denny. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Denny. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 5. First down, Dolphins.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Denny. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
They'll run on first down. Arnold. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a give right side. Cool. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, switch gears.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's Arnold. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this. And
now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up